Hi, and welcome to the family. Today we're joined by Rob Radtke in Houston, Texas for the second installment in a short series we're calling On the Radio with Rob. Hi, Rob, and thanks for joining us. In the first episode, you gave us a quick overview of the difference between simplex and duplex modes in the world of two-way communications. And today we're going to do a deeper dive into duplex mode. Is that right?
Yes, that's right, Mark. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. So obviously, simplex is a unidirectional communication. So very much like your CB radios and walkie-talkies, as I mentioned before. And really, it makes it very simple because only one person can talk at a time. Duplex, on the other hand, is a little bit different because full duplex allows simultaneous communication on both sides, very much like we're doing right now. And that is very useful in two-way radio use and communications. In that, if there's something happening, you're not able to be blocked from getting on the channel. So, in other words, if you're a person who is trying to make an emergency call, you can call and the other person can still hear you, which is important. Cell phones, as a matter of fact, are essentially just duplex two-way radio devices. So what happens essentially is a two-way or transmitting and receiving is happening even right now. As we discuss this, it's two-way communication is happening. It's the same thing with cell phones and most internet is bidirectional communication. So it's important. There are slight differences, of course, with respect to cell phones versus two-way radios. In that the two-way radios are a one-to-many, whereas cell phones are typically a one-to-one, except in a conference call status, and also the power that they use. Two-way radios will consistently transmit at whatever power they're rated for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 watts, and for the handheld ones, and significantly more for the mobile units as well as vehicle mounted. So you do have a little bit of difference. Whereas cell phones, they will utilize the power that's necessary to reach the nearest tower to utilize that. To access the network. So it's not constantly broadcasting at the full wattage. And with a little bit of that in mind, then we kind of move into the hybrid version of that in the push-to-talk universe.
Thanks, Rob. Can you explain more what you mean by hybrid in this context?
Sure. There's a technology that's emerging called push-to-talk over wireless or push-to-talk over LTE, and it essentially utilizes bidirectional communication or full duplex to act within a two-way radio format. So it's an interesting and emerging technology that we're going to see a lot more of in the future, and we can talk about it hopefully in the next episode.
Thanks, Rob. After watching this series so far, some of our viewers may be wondering which two-way technology is a good solution for their communications needs. What would you say to them?
Well, I would say just reach out to one of our communications specialists at WarnerFamilyBrands.com, and we can get you squared away. Me or any of my coworkers can help you get what you need.
All right. Well, thanks again, Rob, and thank you all for watching. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more news and views you can use.